like a mother's love. Ain't nothing like a mother's love. Ain't nothing like a mother's love. Ain't nothing like a mother's love. I couldn't imagine how hard it was trying to raise a son as a single mom, but you did. Cause daddy wasn't always around, but I still have my own. And I thank God for them. If y'all don't mind, I want to tell y'all a story about my superwoman. She was there for my first steps. She was there for my first word. And even when I had a fit sleeping in the room with the lights off, she was there too. Yes, she was. And when the little kids used to pick on me at school and call me names and stuff, just said, son, don't you worry. God made you just good enough. So you can see, ain't nothing like a mother's love. Ain't nothing like a mother's love. Ain't nothing like a mother's love.
Morning, Facebook. Hey, y'all, that's nothing. Like he said, there's nothing like a mother's love. That's Dallas's own Soul Pain. Soul Pain, good morning to you, brother. To all the Dallas rappers out there this morning. But I just wanted to come on this morning for a few minutes and just talk about some things. If y'all heard in this song, he said, there's nothing like a mother's love. But he also said, even though my father wasn't there, or my uncle, but, that's what prompted me to start my program through Destiny McGrady, my uncle's program, that we got a lot of single mothers out there. And these single mothers out there, they're doing the best that they can. But just know, single mothers, you don't have to do it by yourself. There's always somebody out there that's willing to help. And, excuse me, single mothers, one thing you got to get away from doing too is when you meet these guys and the guys come into your life, you got boys, especially when you got boys and especially when you got girls, you got to make these guys, I ain't going to say make these guys, but the guys got to come into a relationship with the understanding that you got boys and those boys may not have a father, but they need a father figure in somebody. So if you're going to come into a young lady's life or a woman's life and date her, whatever the case may be, then you need to take on the role of, mentoring that boy and being there for that boy, guiding that boy in the right direction, teaching him how to become a young man. Because if you don't do it and mom is all off into you and she don't have time, then that boy end up turning to the streets. And then once he turns to the streets and he get a taste of it, it's over with. So ladies, just, choose your man wise. Just because he might be, he might got a six pack, he might got a nice body, and he might even look nice. But just know you got to keep in mind your kids at the end of the day. A lot of you ladies, y'all coming up, y'all fighting resentment because you come up without a father figure and you try to look for a father in those boyfriends, and them kids the same way. They fight resentment too because they may see their friends' dad in their life or their dad at activities or whatever case may be, and they want that same thing. So let's just be kind of conscious about what we do and what we do around our kids and how we got to just, plan and strategize when you do meet somebody that, hey, you got to take on the role as, you ain't got to be my kid's daddy, but you got to be somebody positive and a positive influence in them kids. Like, let's put it that way. So I just wanted to say that, but that's Dallas's own Soul Pain again. And hey, nothing like a mother's love. But what I want to jump off into, I had a conversation to where it was said that you need to start I think she called it a mini school to where we can maybe get some of these, Dallas got so many gangs, let's put it like that. But we can get some of these gang members into, I'm gonna say like a safe haven. Let's start like a group home or get them some type of schooling to where they can become the best possible version of themselves. Because right now, a lot of these gang members, they really don't have an identity, man. The only identity they got is the nickname that the streets have given them, and we need to change that mindset. But let's get them something to look forward to, something positive. So if we start this program, we can get these kids, that dropped out of school, possibly. Let's get them a GED, and then let's get them acclimated with some type of trade to where they ain't got to look over their shoulders and wondering if today is the last day on earth, or today is their last day of freedom because of a decision that a group made. I can say one made, a group made, but then you can't say a decision that one made to join the gang or whatever the case may be. So I was approached with that, and I'm gonna sit out sit out with my buddies, Mr. Byron Buns, Mr. Well Groom, James Lemon, and with my guys, and we're gonna come up with a contingency plan. We're gonna come up with a way to try and help these young boys out. So stay tuned for that, and we will be reaching out to more guys to come in and join this march. I'm gonna call it a march, but yeah, it's through the Destiny McGray Uncles program. So yeah, we're also gonna be working on our one minutes, minute by minute segment. How many of y'all have had a minute by one? Wait a minute, a minute by minute moment to where something happened and you had a split second or you had a minute to think about what it is that you're gonna do, and that minute came so fast to where you just reacted. It happens out here, and just about anything that you do, it's minute by minute. And like I was saying, the Doobie Brothers in that song, they say minute by minute, I keep holding on. So basically, what are you holding on for? If you live life accordingly and you strategize and you just sometimes follow the script that's put out there, then everything will work its way out in a positive. So you want to try to always remain positive. And when you got something negative going on, you can always ask for some help. Ask somebody to help you, guide you, and get you going in the right direction. So that's the thing with our young boys. So young men out there, to mamas out there that got them boys that's out there just crashing out, wilding out, whatever the case may be. Reach out to Destiny Great, and I'm gonna try to reach out to some more of these nonprofits out there that's doing things, and see which direction that we can go. But I will say this here, that I've been saying it, but I'm thinking long and hard about it, and I gotta do it, man. I'm gonna take what I'm doing, and I'm going north with it, man. I'm gonna get out there and try to find something out there in the Frisco area, Frisco, Prosper, Little Am, and just try to set up shop out in that area. Dallas is it's a little congested per se, and I just don't want to step on nobody's toes. It's just like seems like nobody wants to partner with you to do anything, and um, after so many attempts and after thinking about it and just sitting back scratching your head and up in the middle of the night thinking about it, and you're trying to come up with a plan of action as to how can I be successful? How can we make our kids successful? And it just, I don't know, man. It's hard out there, but I want to partner with some more nonprofits, man. I don't want to just keep talking about it. I've been talking about it and talking about it and I don't want to talk no more, man. I want to put some action forward, and that's what I'm gonna do. So I know I can't do it by myself. So anybody that's willing to come aboard and help us out with this mission here, Destiny Be Great. Hey man, feel free, you can give me a call at 214-254-0221. And anybody that's listening to the show that wants to tap in and give me some feedback, you can call in right now, and we're gonna be live in the studio. So that's 214-254-0221. So that's where I'm at right now. But my mind is set, man. I don't want to keep doing the same thing. It's something else I was gonna talk about. Oh Lord, I lost my train of thought. But I'm also going to be doing some partnerships with different police agencies, and it's funny that when you bring up that you're gonna do some work with the police. First thing people want to say is he working with the police. He the police. He telling it. Let me be clear about something, and I'm adamant about what I'm about to say, and I'm gonna say it the way I want to say it. I don't work for no damn police. I ain't the damn police, so don't say that there. If I was, so what? But I ain't. And to you, negative people out there that's with that BS, you need to try and do something with your life, turn your life around, and try to do something positive, man, and help these kids. I don't call them YNs, and no, I ain't gonna call them that. We gonna help these young men and young ladies out to be the best that they possibly be, and just get them going, because right now they don't know nothing. All they know is robbing, stealing, killing, and selling drugs. So we just got to figure out how we're gonna help them and just be so they can be the best version of themselves. So with that being said, any volunteers out there that's listening today, or you may see this reel, huh? Hey man, just reach out. Let's do something. Uh, I'm gonna reach out to this is my deal. I'm gonna make this my business, and it might be it might be dangerous per se. It might sound crazy, but I'm gonna make it my business to sit down and try to reach out to some gang members and go sit in the camp and doing the Q&A with them and find out what it is again. What is it that they want? How can I, and I won't say I, me, Kevin McGee, destined to be great. How can I help them become sufficient in whatever it is that they're trying to do besides kill one another? We talk about it all the time that we got to quit this black on black crime. And then let me say this here to also too. Y'all been following in the news. We got the Carmelo Anthony case that's going on. And based on what I get new information every day on how things, might be working out in his favor. But I'm also been following the case where the two Chinese or the Asian or whatever you want to call them killed a young black boy, and they was found not guilty. And there's no way, if this boy wasn't stealing and you found nothing on him and you chased this boy 130 feet and you shot him in the back. So that means if you shot him in the back, that means he was running from you. And if he's running from you, then that means he's no threat. And you shot him in the back. And how you was found not guilty, it ain't my position to say, what happened or why it happened or anything. But there's no way they could be found not guilty. But anyway, that's that. So we got to understand to our young black boys. These folks ain't playing with y'all, man. They finna start giving out a whole bunch of time because they getting sick and tired of you young black boys out there doing what you're doing. And the black on black crime, it's gotta stop, man. And not only that, if y'all my Facebook viewers, if y'all looking when y'all strolling through Facebook, you notice how you see all these young ladies, they fighting every day. Them young ladies is fighting hard on there. And young ladies, y'all got to quit that, man. That's not who y'all are. Y'all letting people stick their key in y'all back and wire y'all up to go out there and want to fight. And then I was looking this morning where they saying, come on, it's gonna be one-on-one. It's gonna be one-on-one. It shouldn't have been nothing. But anyway, it started out one-on-one. And then all of a sudden, you had about 5 or 6 girls just pummeling one girl, man. The girl couldn't defend herself. They had her by her, just punching this girl in the face. And then her friend who was fighting first, I don't know if they knocked her tooth out or something. I just know her mouth was bleeding and she was bloody, and she just had to sit there and watch her friend get pummeled like that, man. And I don't understand, man, how people just pull these phones out, don't try to break up no fights. They just want to record it and scream, yeah, get it. You better eat, get your leg back and all that, man. That is crazy because one day that karma gonna come back and it might just be too late. But we got to stop all this black on black madness. That's why I'm gonna claim it there. Stop the black on black madness. And going forward, like I said, I'm gonna be reaching out to some organizations, man, because I don't want to talk no more. I don't want to talk no more. And let's just put some action behind our words and action behind our commitment to do whatever it is that we say we're gonna do. So that's that. But again, I had the conversation about, let's come up with ways to help these gang members out so they can quit looking over their back. I'm gonna reach out to Home Depot, see if I can set up something with Home Depot. I had a great meeting with a company out in Fort Worth called Alliance, to where we was gonna partner together, where they was gonna try to hire some our 10 high schoolers, 10 teenagers come out there and work, but we're still working on trying to figure out how to get away the insurance, and because by these being young people, man, it's just that it could be it could lead to lawsuits. Let's put it like that. And I'm gonna leave it at that. But we still working, and that's the vision. We got to figure out a way, and with what Destin Gray gonna figure out a way to try to bring back summer jobs for these youth, man. Because y'all remember back in the day, you had the green team, or you can go to work at a rec center in the summertime, and they just don't do that no more. But I'm gonna be working and scratching my head and trying to figure out a way to where we can get these kids some jobs again. So with that being said, but anybody listen to the show, hey, call in, come on, be a part of what I'm saying today, and y'all come on, help me out here. 214-254-0221. 214-254-0221, and talk to me, y'all. I just, like I said, I just want to come on, and that's that. So I'm gonna take me about a 10-second break here, just for a minute here. So y'all just listen to this for about 10-15 seconds here. I do the show.
But I just can't cheat. I've been wondering what to do. Said I got two women that keep me so confused.
Hold on, y'all. We got a caller here. Let's see here. Hello, Destiny Be Great. How you doing? Yeah. We live right now, and you called into the show. So hey, so hold on a second there. Let me key you in here. You can be a part of the conversation. So hold on a second. Can you hear me, caller?
Yes, I can.
Okay, what I come on talk about this morning is that I started out with, I was approached about starting up something for these gang members and get them so they can get some type of trades under their belt. And also, you're strolling through Facebook. Every time you look up, you see a group of females fighting, and I would say it's gonna start out one-on-one. It's gonna be one-on-one. Then all of a sudden you got 10 girls on 2 girls, and they just be pummeling each other. So the black on black crime, it just gotta stop. So I know you be on Facebook, and I'm sure you be looking too. And what is your take on that when you see them young ladies fighting the way they fight?
I think that they're only doing that for clout. They want the other girls to know that they're able to do that, and it really don't make sense. They don't have to be out there doing all of that nonsense, And then afterwards, and most of the time, it's friends fighting friends.
Right.
So then after the fight is over, they want to talk about it. Then they back friends again. They're talking about someone else. So if they could just come together, talk about all of that, whatever problems they're going through before they get out there and make a mess of things, because that's all it be. Right. You're doing all that for clout. Then it has to stop.
So you think when you said friends, you said something just then. Majority of the time, even with when I was coming up, I wasn't always squeaky clean, and I did some things. But when I say I did some things, it wasn't like it is today. You got a lot of guys and you got girls out there that's hustling and doing their thing, and it's always, like you said, it's always the friends that's wanting to step in and be the ones that tear them down or take them down or turn them in or do something. So you just got to choose your friends wisely. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, that's just what I'm saying. Choose your friends wisely.
Choose your friends wisely.
Once you choose those friends wisely, y'all just have to have that trust and honesty with each other, loyalty. That's all it is. Don't let no one else come into your life and destroy what y'all have. Because friends can go a long way if
Right.
they allow it to.
Okay. Okay. So man, yeah, it's rough out there. Then here we go. We got to go back to these young boys. I started out the show stating the fact that I was saying to the lot of, to the females that when you out there you on the dating scene and you got kids, you got teenage kids or younger, and you meet a guy and they need to start choosing these guys wise. You got to choose somebody that's going to be there for them and their kids. Not just to come in and just want to have a relationship with you and not have no relationship with the kids. It's bad enough the kids don't have a father figure or in their lives, and then here it is, mom focus all her attention on the guy, and the kids get left behind. So when that boy start acting out and turn to the streets, and then it's hard to reel him back in, and then something happened. That guy that mom dating, he ain't got nothing to say. He just pretty much going about his business. So, what would you say to that? What would you say to? I mean, you're a female. What would you say to some of these young ladies might be going through the circumstance, or say going through what I just said with not choosing the right fella into their lives, or finding somebody to come in that's gonna, you're not asking them to be the kid's daddy, but to come in and just, hey, be supportive of the kid and get that kid going in the right direction.
Well, first of all, it starts with the parent, the mother. The mother choose that lifestyle to put that man before her child. She has the problem. And in order to solve that problem, she needs help. Because you know what? It stems from her parent. It's different effect. Okay? Her mother, she probably seen that in her mother. So now that's all she know to do. Her mother put a man before her. Now she's putting a man before her kids, which both ways is wrong. They have to think about these children's life. You got to think about what's best for your child. Putting a man, you can find a man anywhere. But to put a man before somebody that you want, come on now. She need help. But
Okay.
all they're thinking about is, oh, that guy looks good, feels good, make me feel good, have a little money, ride a nice car. That's all they're looking for. They're
Okay.
not looking at the other picture, in which they should. Find
Gotcha.
somebody that wants you and your child. Find somebody that's willing to accept that child, spend time with that child, even if the child have an absent father. If you want what they used to say, you want the cow, you got to take the sheep with it. Yeah. So that's what they should do. Or the
Okay.
calves, whatever they say about that. It's a little thing.
Okay.
So that's what you have to focus on to make a better life for your children. But
Okay.
until that happens, these kids gonna be lost. Their children gonna be lost because there's no way out for them. Then the mothers are not looking for a way out. They're looking for a good time for themselves.
Gotcha. Let me ask you this here too. So we got, with this day and time also, we got a lot of young grandparents, and we got some grandparents out here that's still old school, and they raising their grandkids. They're doing the best that they can to raise the grandkids here, and uh organizations like myself, you know, we on the front line to helping these kids be the best possible version of themselves that they can possibly be. But what would you
Hmm.
say to some of these grandparents that's trying to raise their kids, or ain't got no choice but, to raise the kids, because if they don't step in, the kids can go to the state or become foster kids, whatever the case may be. And they just trying hard, and we got organizations like myself trying to, out here paint a picture. And like I was saying, the time out for talking is over. It's time to start putting some action to what we saying we're going to do. And what would you say to some of those grandparents?
Well, I am a grandparent myself, and I do help out with my grandkids. But to the other grandparents, my head go off to you because those kids need old school learning, and that's what they'll get from the grandparents. These young people, these young mothers and fathers, they're not firm enough for these kids. They're letting the kids raise themselves, or they're letting the kids tell them what to do. So that means when the grandparents step in, you know what they call that? Oh, now you're micromanaging me. No, grandparents are not micromanaging you. Grandparents are doing the best they could for your child because you're not doing it. As soon as the grandparent open their mouth and say something to that grandchild, or even say something to that parent, it's a problem. So you can look at it both ways. Some people say, let those people raise their children. Then there's some grandparents, people tell them, grab a hold of your grandchild. Don't lose your grandchild because their parents are not being supportive or being the parents the best that they can be. So that's why grandparents step in. And that's okay. I love that for the grandparents. Sometimes that helps them. We don't want to lose the kids at all. No matter who has them, mother, father, grandparents, do not want to lose the kids. We're trying to keep these kids and keep them on the right path. No drugs, no gangs, no guns. That's what we need from these kids. So if anyone out there that can help any child you see out there that look lost, grab that child and talk to that child. So sometimes that's all a kid needs is help or somebody to speak to. Be an outlet for these kids.
Okay. One more thing, caller, before you get off the phone here. Is there right now? You got a platform right now. You live in the studio, and they can hear you. And anything that you wish to say to some possible listeners out, when we got some listeners out there, or something you've been wanting to get off your chest, or something you've been wanting to say. Now you got the platform to say it. Now, is there anything you want to say?
Well, I think let's just live the best we can. Love all you can love and learn. Because at this time and day, it's called growth. We have to grow. We have to move around, grow. Don't do what you did last year. This is a new year. Do what you want to do and do the best you can this year. Leave your past alone. And I'm not saying it could be easy, because it may not. But if you done got in trouble last year, you're going the wrong way, you've been the wrong way with your parents, with the law, with whomever, change your life. Today could be a day to change your life. Just hear my voice. Just give it to God. Give it to God. He hears you. He wants you. But you have to meet him halfway. What you're doing today and you did yesterday or last year, last week, it can change.
All
You're
right.
not by yourself.
Okay. Hey, caller. Hey, you sound like a woman speaking from wisdom. Have you ever been a part of an organization or had your own organization doing things, working with youth, working with young ladies, anything to that nature?
Yes, I also have a nonprofit organization called Purity Girls for little girls ages 6 to 16. So if anyone out there that has a child that need mentoring and need growing with their child, I'm here. I'm available. You can contact me at 504-470-6794 or go through Destined to Be Great.
All right. Well, there it is, y'all. Y'all heard her herself, man. Purity Girls. You got a young lady, 8 to what? What was the other 8 to what?
6 to 16.
Oh,
6 to 16.
6 to 16. You got a young lady that you want to get that young lady. And women, not only that, we got a lot of mothers out there that's still broken and ain't quite healed. And what would you say to those ladies? Could they reach out to you
They
as
can
well?
also give me a call. Yes, they can give me a call and we'll get together and we'll make things happen for them. Because somebody needs help. Everyone needs help. You're never by yourself. So if you're having problems yourself or with your child, give us a call. We're always available 7 days a week.
All right.
Call us at any time.
Okay, and there it is, y'all. Y'all heard it. And also, young ladies that's listening out there, if you dropped out of school and you want to get your GED, we wouldn't sit down and talk to you about a contingency plan of getting you back to school where you can get your GED and get some type of trade up under your belt. And I want to say this here, not to come down on nobody, because it's a nice profession to have, but don't judge me, y'all. Don't nobody scold me or cuss me out, none of that. But let's get out let's get out the I mean, somebody got to do it. We got enough that's doing it already, but to my young ladies, let's just try something different. Let's just try something outside the box. Ain't nothing wrong with doing hair. Ain't nothing wrong with it. But let's broaden your horizon a little bit. Let's go to school and possibly become a nurse or real estate agent or banker or anything. Just expand your horizon. I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with doing hair. I promise you it's not. It's nothing wrong with it.
I
But
mean, if you like and if anything, there are also data entry jobs, clerks. You can be whatever. You can janitorial, whatever you feel you can do.
Be the best
but
at whatever it is.
Try to do that's it.
All right.
That's it.
Okay, y'all. Well, say y'all, we reached that 30-minute mark to where we just want to come on for 30 minutes this morning. I want to thank our caller. Call again. Tell them about your organization before I let you off here.
Purity Girls, nonprofit organization, ages 6 to 16. You can reach me at 504-470-6794. My name is Michelle.
Oh, and you can reach out to Destiny Be Great also to get, connected with Purity Girls. And with that being said, caller, I want to thank you again for getting ready to get up out of hey, to all my listeners that were listening to the show today, you got any comeback or any feedback you want to give me, hey, feel free to give me a call, 214-254-0221. And other organization that's out there, I'm looking to partner with y'all because we got to try to bring some type of resolve to this madness of black on black crimes and these gangs, and we got to try to get these gang members an outlet. We want to get them their GED and try to get them some type of trades where they can put them guns down. Let me say this here: put them guns. We got a new campaign, matter of fact. Put them guns down, pull them pants up. That's the new campaign for the rest of 2026. So hey, thank y'all for listening again. Michelle, thank you. Purity Girls. To all my listeners out there, this Destiny Great podcast. It's your host, Mr. Kevin McGee. Oh, and tune in Wednesday mornings. Wednesday mornings at 9 o'clock. We got the Inspired Voices Life Behind Bars show with your host, myself. And then when my brother come back, he's going to expand Inspired Voices Life Behind Bars show to Fridays at 7 o'clock on Fridays. So we're just waiting on him to get his mind right. And again, anybody that knows anybody that's been to prison and they're doing some positive things, I would like to sit down and interview them to where we can possibly have them come on the show and just let everybody know what they're doing now that they're out of prison and how prison changed their life, whether it was for good or for bad. We want to know, but we'll reach out to you and we'll come to you. So hey, Destiny Great Podcast. It's your host, Kelvin McGee. Hey, I'm out of here.